Welcome back. Godrej Industries in focus, stocks up 1.4%. Adi Godrej Chaiman of the Godrej Group is joining us right now on the phone line to take some questions as far as Godrej Agrovet is concerned. Temasek has bought almost a 20% stake. The valuations are much higher than what essentially the street was pegging for Agrovet. So thanks very much for your time. Good morning. Congratulations on what looks like a great deal, sir. Could you talk about the deal? Why now? Is this a precursor to a listing?
No, we have no plans to list as of now. However, Godrej Agrovet has been performing exceedingly well. It's one of the leading companies in the agri and veterinary fields in India. It has had a very high growth rate. It's operating in several countries, including Bangladesh and UAE. We see the scope for growth being tremendous. And when Temasek, who has very good knowledge of this field, they have invested in R&D in this field in Singapore, approached us, we felt this would be a good time to do this private equity deal. It's a combination of both primary and secondary.
And what would Godrej Industries stake be in the company post this transaction?
I don't know exactly, but we had about a 75% stake. It will come down a little bit. No major changes, because the total stake that Temasek is getting is 20%. Some of it is from the Godrej family, some from Godrej Industries, and some of it by primary investment into Godrej Agrovet.
Right, got that. Could you talk about numbers for Agrovet, sir, in terms of sales and bottom line, and what you expect growth rates there to be?
Well, Agrovet has been growing at more than 30% in its sales per year. Its sales this year should exceed 3,000 crore.
That's fiscal 13, right?
Fiscal 13, yes.
And growth should be, top line growth should be in 30s, in the 30s region.
Yeah.
And what about bottom line, sir?
Bottom line, it's too early to say, because it's a seasonal business. So, bottom line finally is doing very well on the bottom line too, but finally we will only know by March.
Growth rate has been mid-20s?
No, I don't want to talk about bottom line growth rate, because that varies a lot depending on seasonality.
All right, sir. Great. One last, just out of curiosity, when you put money to work in Agrovet, could you just put those numbers out? You picked up what in Agrovet at what price? Just to give an indication.
No, we have done very little acquisition. It's all organic growth.
Right.
We've made very large investments. We have several factories. We're investing in new factories, mainly in our animal feed business. Right. And as you can tell, when the growth rate is above 30%, you need large increases in capacities.
All right, so thanks very much for your time. Great to get that perspective. Appreciate it very much.
That's
Adi Godrej Agrovet in focus with Godrej Industries, essentially being the company in which Agrovet is housed. 312 on the stock. And Industries has been a terrific performer. It's up some 70-80% YTD. So that's the backdrop with which you should look at that stock. Let's talk about Colte Patil.